Hi, this is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop with a quick update for what's going on this week. This week, I already have the trailer reserved. The milling machine is going to get here. The base for the AV4 head drill press will be here, as well as the heads. The base will be in the shop for a while. The heads I'll put back in storage till I can go through those. So in the meantime, the base will be ridiculously heavy welding table and layout table until I get it fixed. We're waiting for some parts for this guy. I'm going to start going through this guy for someone. It needs not too much. I think it needs a coil and obviously some tire work, but nothing major. See, the three-phase stuff is going in. So I just gotta hook in the two power, the main power and all this, and then I'm running a separate 220 line. There's an outlet right there, that's three-phase. And 221. Decided I'm gonna put a three-phase outlet back there on this post and probably this post. Originally, I was just going to run one or two and just run long cords off stuff, but with the varying size of some of the motors, I really want the proper load protection for them. So I decided to do that. And then just having some more 220 outlets will be handy. Got a blade coming for this guy tomorrow. The guy gave me an extra blade for it. I didn't check it. Before I took the old blade off, I took the old blade off kind of rough. And the new blade's too short. So I ordered the blade today. It'll be in tomorrow because I need that guy. Oh, picked up this little vintage Craftsman wheel cart. Got a little cubby hole down there. Just, miscellaneous garbage in it. Over here, someone chose an interesting color to paint it. Painted over the vintage badge there. I got that for $6 at my local scrapyard. So that's a cool find. That's something to I wanted to bring up. I got a couple different steel suppliers in my area. A couple of them just do steel. They don't do like recycled stuff or anything like that. The place I go to sells new steel, but they also still have a yard you can walk through, and the stuff rotates very quickly, like every 4 or 5 days. They pull stuff like this apart and, floor jacks, air compressor tanks, all kinds of stuff, and put it in a separate pile. And the stuff sells for nothing. And I've kind of built up a rapport with them. And that's something to think about, especially when you're what I consider smaller like I am, where I'm not ordering, 20 feet, a 6-inch, shafting stuff at a time and all that. I go there, I usually buy off the drops pile because I do a lot of tractor pins and stuff like that. So I buy a lot of 4-inch round. And I kind of stock that because I can make a lot of different size bushings out of that. But, you build a rapport with them, and then like at my place, they kind of set that stuff aside because I go there once or twice a week. So they'll kind of, I've talked to the guys in the back that do the offcuts when you go into, buy steel by the length. And they've got this little like pigeonhole off to the side. And I get a pretty good deal on that stuff. I don't always need the stuff they've set aside, but I typically buy it. So, kind of keep that going. Then they know I do machine restorations. So, stuff like that drill press and lathes and whatnot. The owner has my number. So when people drop stuff like that off, he's typically pretty good about giving me a call and letting me know it's there. And of course, you know, he's running a business too. So he might set something aside for like a day or two. Then if I don't get there, you know, he throws it into the piles. But that's been a nice source for parts in the past, especially for like, you'll get a lot of drill presses and stuff that are mangled or missing the table. But they're just dropped off. They typically have good motors on them. And he sells me motors for like $3 for a 110 motor, like $6 for a 220 motor. And I do repetitive business with them. So on the stuff that's in the recycling part of the yard, not the new stuff, he really gets me deals on. Back when I was going to build my own 3-phase converter, before I bought that one, I was going to get a 10 or 15 horse motor, and I mean, he was going to charge me like $15-20 for a known running one. So that was cool. But I got that guy, so went that route. And like today, he called me. Well, I went there to get this. You know, this was just there, but he had a monster lathe that came out of one of the local dams or something's maintenance shop, and it was 12,000 pounds. It was in rough shape, and I took some tools with me, cracked open the gear head on it, and I don't know why, but I try to save like the little stuff like that, the handles and the gears out of them, thinking maybe one day someone might need them and I could help them out. But that one was just too far gone. The thing was massive. I almost bought the tailstock off it just because it was so huge. But so yeah, especially when you're smaller, you know, get a good rapport going with your local steel yard. You know, especially ones that are also a scrap yard too. Because, you know, a lot of interesting stuff shows up there that, you know, big local, especially government places, just scrap and, you know, they don't care about. But if you can fix stuff, you can usually repurpose it. So, tomorrow, the 3-phase stuff will be done. The 220 outlet will be ready for that. So he'll be going. I'm getting I'm going to get a test bar set up, and I'll get it in there, probably a 36-inch long piece, put it in there, and we'll do some test cuts on this guy and see what we need to do as far as leveling him goes. I need to do that with the Tida as well, but I think we'll do that guy first. I've actually got a couple hydraulic cylinders. I went and looked at it. It's one of those backhoe units that attaches to the back of a 3-point tractor. He has a couple cylinders. He's supposed to bring those in later this week. So when those come in and I rebuild them, I'll take you through that. I've got a couple pins I gotta make for a backhoe and maybe the sleeves. They don't know if they're just gonna buy the ones off the shelf. They're the not a solid bushing, you know, they're like a spring bushing. They got a little cut in them, so they could compress in there. They might go that way, but we'll see. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on in the shop. And I'll, of course, show you guys if anything interesting comes in. This is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.